Boom. Bada bing. Bada bing.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hello.
Ooh la la.
Ryan. Look at you. I love Meghan Welch too. Ariel, we love you. Ryan, you look great. Where are you right now? Look at what is this? Is that a
I'm
hat?
live. I'm live from the Slences. I'm staying
You're at
with
Dustin's house?
Dustin and Jessica. Yeah, this weekend. Visiting in Kansas City. Well, I almost came to the Barrel and like recorded with you, but then I realized that there's only one screen. Like we'd have to be like next to each other because there's a bunch of mics, but only one monitor. So that probably is not ideal.
Yeah, but then we'd be able to
man, I'm
kiss
in
and blow.
town. Things are going okay. Got to do a little bit of comedy. I'm doing pretty well. But anyways, first, how are you doing?
You know, we're making it. It's spring break. I've got my my tropical bowling shirt. You know, we're really living it up, living La Vida Loca.
You got your Charlie Sheen shirt. You got the tiger
Yes,
blood. You got AIDS. You're
yes.
looking good.
I'm 1.5 men right now. I'm living the dream. For those of you that don't know, thank you for tuning in. This is Set to Destroy. Ryan and I are comedians, or we used to be before the pandemic, and now we're just two guys hanging out at our friend's house. You know, really, really buying into this post-comedy lifestyle, I think. And we bring in our friends and we make fun of them. They're really good comics, and we roast them. And I have no idea how to explain the concept of the show without sounding cringy. We have a good friend that produces this entire thing. It's Colby. Colby, will you give a round of applause for yourself real quick?
Yes. Thank you, Colby.
Colby is our lifeblood. He's the thing that keeps this all together. And you know, Colby, is anything new in your life? Are you good? Are you all right?
I'm great.
Are you? This is why we never talk to Colby. He's constantly being waterboarded. I'm good.
All right, we're going live in 3. Colby, remember, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear a word. Unless it's from the soundboard, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's you know.
I got to do a show this weekend.
Ooh, where?
Comedy show. The best laugh he has. I don't know why she's talking like Yoda, but my mom, Lori Whitmer Duke, who's a top fan for Set to Destroy, she told me today that she really likes hearing Colby's laugh. Like that really cracks her up when she can hear Colby's little chuckle. It makes her heart sing. So my mom is a fan of Colby too. Steven stole that shirt from my Jimmy Buffett loving roommate.
Don't you put that evil on me. I would never. This is not a Jimmy Buffett shirt. This is a Charlie Sheen shirt.
Steven Taylor live from Margaritaville.
God. Oh, I'm triggered.
It's always 5 o'clock at Set to Destroy.
Oh my God, I hate this. I really don't like this. Can we different topic? I can't do Margaritaville today. I can't do it.
I'm just trying to live La Vida Loca. Well, I can tell you about the show I did. It's pretty good too. Makes my heart.
Where was it?
Colby has an enchanting voice. I did a show in Atchison.
Yes.
Atchison.
Kansas.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
It was pretty good. It was really good. Like we were kind of like, I don't know, who knows how to go. Like we get there and like it's in the community center and we can't immediately find the entrance to the building. And I have to pee very badly. And I decide that I can't wait another second. So I pee on the side of the building outside before we go in the dark. And it's a long pee too. It's like you were drinking the night before pee. And then finally, you know, we go inside and the show starts. This is beautiful. It's this giant, like banquet, like a wedding reception kind of room. Like it's a very large, pretty room. Lots of tables that are spread out pretty good. Lots of people. There were like over 100 people there for sure. And then the show starts. Aaron Scarborough goes up. He's hosting. He doesn't do particularly well. I go up and I have what I feel like was a very good set, quite frankly. I get off the stage. I go in the back and everybody's looking at me like, and I was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I did well. Like, what do you? And they're like, this is a clean show. And nobody told me ahead of time. And I said fuck like 100 times in like 9 minutes. I listened back to it today, and it just occurred to me. I was like, man, I say the F word a lot. And I certainly did last night. And so, but the show goes so well. Everybody does well except Scarborough, who just does okay. And afterwards, I'm hanging out and I'm waiting to leave. And the dude who booked the thing and ran the place walked over, and I introduced myself and I was like, "Hey, man, it's nice to meet you. You know, I know I was a late minute addition, and I'm really sorry. I didn't know it was a clean show. Nobody told me, but I certainly, just trying to be contrite." And he was just like, don't worry about it. It's okay. It was a fun show, da da da. And then I'm talking to him. He's a nice dude. And he's like, oh, yeah, man, we'll have to do this again sometime. We're going to do more shows. Here, take my business card. Take my business. He gives me his business card. Very nice guy. His name's Travis. And so, like, I showed up. I peed on his building. I cursed during a clean show, and I got his business card. It felt very rock and roll. Although, I mean, if he sees this, I'm never going to go there again because he knows that I peed and stuff. But yeah,
a long one too. A full look, man. That just shows, they did the same thing whenever I was there, where it's like it's supposed to be clean, and then I was telling like my sex ed jokes, and like I said pussy like 9 times just because I have that one joke where I say pussy like 9 times. And at the end, like I think they do that. Like, I don't know. It feels like as long as the show goes well, they're just like, yeah, it's fine. It's perfectly, no worries. Everything's
I'm
good.
sure that's how they feel.
Yeah. If Scarborough would have got up and been like, fuck you, bitch, and then he would have bombed, they would have been like, yeah, no, we kill him. Like, never again. He's that makes me happy to watch him bomb. I wish I could have seen that. To see you do well is fine, but
he didn't bomb. He just, you know what it is if everybody had done as good as him, it wouldn't have been a good show. But he did fine. He did fine. But yeah, that was that was fun to get to do comedy. You were telling me that you did something not terribly long ago, and you had to wear a mask or something, or a hazmat suit or something. Have you gotten to do anything lately?
No, I have a show coming up at the same place where I did this right before winter hit. I did a show in Joplin, and like nobody in there was wearing a mask, and it was very tight in together. And I was the headliner, and it was supposed to be on the patio, but it was just too cold. So they moved it inside. And then Rena, who's been on the podcast before, she had a show in like St. Louis or somewhere where like she wore a hazmat suit on stage because it was so bad. Like she was just like kind of protest, kind of, just doing goofs, kind of goofing. And so when I showed up, I was like, fuck, I feel so uncomfortable. And I just wore my mask the entire time. And like, it's probably the best set I've ever done, which makes me think that my chin is a big downfall to my comedy. I think that
your face is a huge distraction to your brilliant writing. Yeah, definitely.
My brilliant writing. God, now I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my eyes. Maybe my eyes are where all the juice is.
Usually, if the only rule is no F-bombs, they really just want you to not be reprehensible. If they have a bunch of rules, they mean, yeah, that Teague is absolutely right. Like, I think they just didn't want somebody to be really gross, and they figured if they made a no F-bomb rule, that was pretty safe. But like Scarborough was up before me, and he said the word bitch about 1 million times. And I'm really glad that Teague is watching, because I'd love to point out that Teague gave me more shit than anybody about saying the F word during my set. And then he goes up during his set, and he's selling merchandise that says fuck on it. He's selling bumper stickers with the F word on it. And he's like, these fucking fuck stickers or whatever. I didn't really watch. But yeah, Teague, I guess at least he had a reason to do it. I certainly didn't. And that's a lesson on the first 5 years of doing shows. Yeah. Yeah.
Teague doesn't want to contain to the room. He wants that baby to spread. Let it all out in Atchison. Everybody needs to see what's happening here. Kyle, rules are for only when you fail. Burn it into your soul. Hell yeah, dude. Let's brand each other. Would you brand me? If we got like Set to Destroy brands, like let's say I gave you $1,000. Would you let me brand you? I would let you brand me for free, but would you let me brand you?
Yeah, I guess like matching brands, like on opposite butt cheeks or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I know what I'm doing with my stimulus check. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get
Pay for the medical bills afterwards.
nope, just
Yeah.
$1,000. That's all. My insurance is not that good.
Teague said something really funny and true during his set. Actually, he was in the middle of his set, and somebody in the audience was like, "Be dirtier" or whatever, you know. And he said this on stage, and he's so right, which is that like like audiences are like, "Be dirty," but like you've no idea what you're asking because you're like
Yeah.
a normal person with a normal definition of what dirty is, but we're comedians, and our definition of dirty is like way crazier. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like you don't know what you're asking for. And yeah, no, he crushed everybody. It was a really fun show. It was really good.
Yeah,
Not
it's
an appropriate story for this podcast whatsoever. Unless
yeah,
Scarborough were here.
yeah, we need to have Scarborough back. Hey, Scarborough, tell us about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe we should get to our guest this evening.
I would love to. Our guest this evening is one of my favorite. I would say one of my favorite, not even just comics, like just friends. Like if I'm on the road and I'm in the same town as this guest, why don't I just bring her up? I'm just gonna have her talk about it because I don't want to hear myself. She is just like a delight. She's the best person in Wichita, the queen of Kansas. My favorite road dog comic. Bring it in. Colby, put your little applause thing together and welcome Meghan Welch. Meghan Welch, everybody. Yeah.
Yay!
Hello, Meghan.
How's it going?
Fantastic. What is that? A skinny tie hanging behind you there? What's going
You know,
on there?
I actually don't know what this is my homie's porch, and I think a swing or something went there. So
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is.
That looks like an
So
omen and not one
this
that I
gets
like.
too out of hand.
Well, aside from being somewhere gross, how are you?
I'm doing good. You know, just soaking in the sweet pandemic, taking some time to be an internet comedian. You know.
Which is very lucrative and as fulfilling as live stage entertainment. It's everything that we've wanted it to be, right?
Those sweet definitely. Likes, yeah. That's as good as a like.
Name in small lights.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the last time, Meghan, that you were on the podcast, it was me, you, and then we had our co-host Jake, which I would argue is probably the better format for the show. And it was live. I mean, it was live and in person, and that's what I liked about it the most is that we were like all in the same room. Is what I meant. I don't want you to get that. And there's something that I miss about that. But I think doing internet comedy, it feels like like we're all just kind of looking at each other. It feels like we're all wearing masks, like we're all just kind of like looking at each other through. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I was really trying to roast Ryan, and I think I got distracted on just missing being in person. You're my second favorite Fayetteville comic.
Colby, do you have anything on the soundboard to reflect how disgusted I am with that rambling dead end?
That was it. That was perfect.
That was good. Meghan, it's really nice to see you. Yeah, we're all internet comics, which is, I guess, technically better than nothing. But I remember getting to do a show with you, 2019 at the Barrel, and it was my birthday. And I got to go up after you, and you did so well. Yeah, you crushed that night. It was a great show. Everybody did well, but yeah, you slayed. And
was that that was the Sam Talent one? Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was oh man, that was a fun night.
Yeah, that was a super good one. Have you gotten to do like any shows post?
I've been doing clubs
pandemic?
Still, like here. Yeah. I did Bricktown a couple weeks ago, where clubs are enforcing like social distancing and masks and stuff. I did attempt a bar show that was not, and I walked out. I walked out of it. I walked in and saw just,
Mayhem.
every maskless goon in sight. And I was like, yeah, you're not gonna like my jokes anyway. So I'm not
Just
gonna
a
catch
pile
COVID.
of bodies.
You're not laughing.
Yeah, just a Sodom and Gomorrah-esque pile of naked bodies, and you were like, if it weren't a pandemic.
The COVID in the room, I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's.
But no, I'm still doing clubs and stuff. And if it's like if it's a booker that I trust that I know is going to enforce stuff, then I'm going to do it. I'm not booking shows though right now.
Yeah, it's tough to do it now. Like it's like trying to be the responsible or whatever responsible is. Who the fuck knows what it is anymore? But just like to feel good about what you're doing, it's tough.
It's already stressful running rooms and booking rooms, and trying to make sure that it's not a shit show without having to go around and tell people to put their mask on and have all that on top of it. I'm like, not gonna mess with it.
On top of how non-profitable and a pain in the ass running comedy shows is.
I'm loaded with money right now that I'm not doing comedy. It's crazy.
God, not paying for ads. I mean, I don't have to eat chili every week.
Exactly. Not paying anything out of pocket this is great. So.
Well, I'm excited for whenever they get back. I miss doing Wichita shows. I miss Kirby's. Kirby's
is the first one I want to bring back.
Dude, that one, my favorite show that I've done in Wichita was at Kirby's because Spencer went up with me, and there was like 2 comics, and then it was Spencer, and there was nobody in the bar. There was nobody in the bar. There was not a single. There was maybe a couple and a bartender. And the bartender was heckling the whole time. And I was like, what? Like, I'm watching this train roll to me. And then I get up stage, and the person that went right after me brought like 30 people. Yeah. Like, this guy showed up at the last minute, brought 30 people. And it was like one of the best shows. It's such a small room. And
That's
like,
tiny.
we just had so much fun. So much fun. And I watched Spencer hate his life.
30
Kirby's
people
is like this
above capacity for Kirby's too. We were probably a fire hazard that night.
Yes.
Kirby's is like the size of a shitty guest bedroom. And like, yeah, man, just come. Let me know when you're coming to town. You can crash it, and you get in there, and you're like, yeah, like it's, yeah, but it can be so fun if you have like 12 people in there. It feels like it's like a huge show.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do they even have food? That place feels like it should not have food.
Now? They have pizza now. They serve pizza.
I don't know if I would be trusted.
So you guys, we had a wall. They took this wall out, the front wall of the building when you walk in, and they put a garage door up and put an outdoor stage in. It has like been remodeled. So that's like one of the first ones I want to bring back. It's gonna,
yeah. It is now 40 square feet.
That's
amazing. That's pretty good.
I can't wait for the live.
We're just hearing Meghan, like, are there cars like zooming by? Like, are you in the middle of a NASCAR race? Are you?
Yeah, this
is that house in the middle of an airstrip
that I'm on?
What the fuck is that?
There's an airstrip next to
it. Do we still have that on the board?
Right next to a stock car racing track.
Exactly. That's just. Yeah, it's my buddy's crib. Yeah, Oh man. What do you guys want to talk about now? Should we introduce the first clip? That sounds like a good. Oh no, sorry. We certainly don't have to.
We serve pizza and syphilis. Look, don't put that in text, Spencer. We don't want that review getting out there. Kyle, I was born in Wichita. I'm so happy for you. I'm so
fun fact.
Yes. The only memory I have in Wichita was like good memory was being with Nick Nichols in the Wichita Walmart I assume there's only one. It's the Super Center, the big one. And some like poor boyfriend was like walking this like girl out with her phone, his phone in his hand, and the lady on the other end was like just yelling, was like, "You dumb piece of shit, you fucking lost her. How the fuck do you lose a girl in Walmart?" And Nick and I just looked at each other and was like, "All right, we gotta get out. We gotta."
You dumb piece of shit. How do you lose a girl in Walmart? That's such an awesome sentence.
Kyle, so yeah,
Oh,
I'm happy. I'm glad you made it. Ryan, have you done anything in Wichita?
I was born in my mom's butt. Ariel and Kyle were born in very similar smelling places. Yeah, sure. I've done please put all these on the screen. Yeah, dude, I've done Wichita a couple times. I've done Kirby's at least once. I've done this other show that I can't remember. I opened for some country fella.
Oh, Donnie Baker.
No, I've never. Yeah, I did a small spot on that, I think. I don't think I did Barleycorns though. I've certainly heard of it. I've seen the meme.
Yeah.
Have you and I both worked with Donnie Baker and we've never talked about this?
I don't have a Donnie Baker story. I shouldn't have been on the show. I weaseled my way into a really small guest spot, but I didn't get to meet him really.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You've worked with Donnie Baker?
Oh, have I? I really, me and Ron Sexton, we don't. Oh, have you worked with him? Were you on that show?
I was opening for him. And yeah, I think Ryan was already coming into town to do a spot at Kirby's. And I said, well, there's a show earlier if you want to hop on and do a guest set here. And it was at this bar called The Keg. And in a town called Colwich, Kansas, very small. And it was like 400 people. It was
a lot of people. It was in they did the show in a pig auction center or something. like a livestock
dance halls. Right?
Yeah.
They did.
They gave me a blue ribbon after my set. And they gave me a feed bag. Yeah, it was pretty cool. People were eating barbecue off of styrofoam plates.
God. I went back to meet him before the show. He had an RV parked in the back of this bar. And then this dude in a polo comes off the bus. I didn't realize how much of a character it was. Just a clean cut, looked like a baseball dad, gets off the bus. Was like, hey, I'm Ron Sexton. And I chit chat with him for a second. And then they're like, oh, it's time for the meet and greet, which is also in the back of this bar in this dirty alley. And he goes, hold on, gets on the bus, puts on the wig and the leopard pants and the Karate Mom t-shirt, and then comes off and just starts signing titties. Just this girl, I've never actually seen this in person, but women were just sign my tit.
Mm-hmm.
And
they love it.
Love it. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Now here's the problem I had with Donnie Baker. I did really well for his crowd. And then I had to be like, oh, do I hate myself? Do I need this? When I worked with Donnie Baker, I do a bunch of race stuff sometimes, but with Donnie Baker's crowd, you're I'm just going to avoid this topic. I think that this is a safe topic to not worry about. And then the feature gets up and does time, and then Donnie gets up and does time, and me and the feature are sitting in the back, kind of shooting the shit. And then Donnie's doing Donnie, he's doing whatever Donnie does. He's a Bob and Tom character. He's just being Donnie. Yeah. And he at one point is like, how do y'all feel about Kaepernick? If you hate Kaepernick, give me a hell yeah. And the whole crowd goes, hell yeah. Dude, he immediately starts a rally. Tiki torches are rising from the floor.
Oh, man. And they went from there right to the Capitol, didn't they? Oh, my God.
It was January 5th.
Dude, I worked with Donnie Baker in 2015, and I couldn't be more glad hearing that now because that was before anything, I don't think he touched politics. Yeah.
Well, so he didn't touch it in
Wow.
his act because his act is like, that's my wife, Mitchell. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't like do any like get out of here, Obama. He doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
But he was doing
Get out of
that
here,
to
Obama.
sell merch. It was only to sell merch. He had like koozies that were like, that's my wife, Kaepernick, or like whatever his like catchphrase was, but with Kaepernick. And so he was only doing it to sell merch. That was it.
Mhm.
And it was like very uncomfortable, but he's still a friend on Facebook. I really hope he sees this. Hey,
That's great. Shout out to that fictional character that I opened for. Nice guy.
Yeah. Well, Megan, we don't
man.
have to talk about Donnie Baker. You've been through those are dark times. That was 2015. What was your first show ever?
Huh?
When was your first show ever?
It was also in 2015. So this would have been later in the year. I started in August of 2015.
Okay, so you got in on the Donnie Baker train early. You were a prodigy.
Early, yeah. Yeah. It's this twang. They're like, she'll do well.
We know our people. We
Look at it. She's white trash. They're gonna love her.
Did they love you?
You know what? I thought I had a good set that night. You know what? I don't think any of the jokes I was doing that night I would appreciate now.
Dude, I wish we
I
had.
would hate it.
That's
Is that his nickname, Spencer? Is it Donnie Butt Boy? I didn't know.
That was probably originally what he really called himself, and then some like wise manager was like, "Drop the butt boy," and then he really took off.
I think it was Bob from Bob and Tom was like, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was Butt Boy Bob for years and it never worked for me.
Very few successful butt boy entertainers.
Yeah, that is kind of true. You would think.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna go get another seltzer if you guys want to set up the clip. That sounds good. I'll be right back.
God,
Jesus Christ.
just have them near you. Just like,
Lord.
are we doing a show here? What is even?
You guys got it.
Cancel
I'll be back
him.
in just a sec.
Just black out his screen. I don't even want to see him anymore. His hat rack, his dumb hat rack. Can you
Sweet baseball cap rack.
Oh my God! Imagine Ryan in a baseball cap. Oh, Ryan doesn't look like he's been out in the
I want to make
sun.
sure everybody knows I'm straight. This is.
Oh my God! Oh, oh.
I don't know how to.
You look like if I gave my 3-year-old nephew a hat for the first time. How do I do this? And you're like,
I look like Kevin Federline's shittier little brother. Dustin just came in and he goes, "Leave those hats alone."
Oh, later Pete breaks. Look, it's a meme now. You've been memed by Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Batman.
He's
got
right
ya.
too. That's
Batman.
the worst part. Oh man, yeah, that's probably true. All right.
Is that a picture?
How
are you under the balls of Muhammad Ali right now?
I'm under the balls of greatness. Yeah, that's
That should have been the name of this podcast.
that is those are the testicles of Cassius Clay right there. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. All righty. How are we doing? Are we ready to do this?
Yeah, are you back? Are you good?
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah.
Okay. So Colby, why don't you pull up the clip and then we'll have Megan set it up for us.
All righty.
All right.
Was this the first one?
Yeah, of
The original?
4. 1 of 4.
1 of 4. Oh God.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? That's clearly the Funny Bone in Wichita, right?
This is yeah. This is my first time ever doing stand-up. This is the very first time I ever did it.
This is the one that we did on the episode with
time. Yeah.
Oh, I love this set.
Oh, I never got to see this. This is great.
Megan
Okay.
is going through a breakup, and put it on stage, baby. It's like,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I have a feeling that even if you hadn't told us, we're about to hear all
it's
about
going to
it.
be very neurotic. It's very manic. I take my barefoot, if you can tell. I took my shoes. I was so nervous. I couldn't stop. I didn't know what to do with, so I took my shoes off. I don't know why. It was kind of a moment.
I've never been so nervous that my feet were
did.
flop sweating, but
Yeah.
that must have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's do it.
August 2015. No, wait, maybe not. I don't remember when this is. Yeah, this is. Yeah.
3 months later, this opens for Donnie Baker.
I used to be a couple too,
Mhm.
and then I got dumped. So did Mike and I. Yeah, I see a lot of couples out here. That's cool. I used to be a couple too, and then I got dumped. I'm sorry. I'm not going to make this like guilt. I don't want to make anybody feel guilty about this. It's not your fault. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? I don't want to make anybody feel awkward. You guys look like a good couple, though. I think you guys are going to make it. Then again, love is a lie.
Yes, bitch. Your whole demographic is all white women. It's all
Just some frantic, shoeless white woman yelling that love
There's
is a
a
lie.
woman smoking a Virginia Slim somewhere.
Yeah, that's somewhere.
Right now who's doing this.
That's somewhere on downtown Wichita bingo right there. Yeah. Bonus points if she's crying in the rain. Oh man, that's wonderful.
Oh, please don't stop.
Breakups are hard, though. Breakups are really hard, you know? You got good people around you, help you get through it. You know, your friends, that'll help out a bunch. And I love it because they have temporary solutions to problems, you know? Let's go out. Let's get you drunk. Let's get you dressed up, girl. Let's get you laid. Let's get you some Ben and Cherries and cry about you getting laid by that weird Mediterranean guy at the bar I set you up to. That was a bad idea.
So he's not weird because he's Mediterranean. I just want to clear the air.
Mediterranean is a funny
I
detail.
should have elaborated more. It was a very specific person, but it wasn't. I think you were bowling, to be honest with you. I think that's what made it weird.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, no, that's good. Come on,
Yeah.
I'm on board.
And it is a bad idea. But it is. You gotta have like permanent solutions to problems. You know what I mean? Like something makes you feel good forever about yourself, like losing weight. I don't care if you're skinny. I mean, I kind of do. Fuck you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm loving it.
You're walking down the street and you see him again. You're like, yeah, you got fat me. This guy gets skinny me, bitch. You don't get skinny me. You do that. And so you're dieting. But dieting's hard, right? You gotta have willpower. And I'll be honest, I like cheeseburgers at 3 a.m. when I'm drunk. And I haven't found a diet yet that works with that kind of lifestyle. I think the best thing you can do, and I'm honest here, take your shirt off. If you're in your car, if you're sitting in that Burger King drive-thru and you're getting ready to order that bacon cheeseburger, take your shirt off. Just sit there. It's humiliating. It is. But you're going to sit there with your fat rolls hanging out. What the fuck am I doing? You still have the balls to go through and order that cheeseburger. When Manuel comes up and goes, hey, Jose! Check this girl out. What makes her so bold? Why does she think she doesn't have to wear a shirt? Why does this girl think she can go around Wichita with no shirt on?
You sound crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got dumped around this time. That's crazy.
I was married to Lewis Black.
If you're gonna get a cheeseburger, take your shirt off.
I love
And everyone
I love
around
your,
is like, yes.
your excessive use of bitch.
Heavy.
The most non-Meghan Welch. Like, you sound like at this point you have merch that just is like bitch. Like, it's just like,
bitch merch.
skinny bitch.
Yeah. This is
I'll be selling my shoes after the show.
I'm selling everything after this show.
I'm selling my shoes. Not worn. Not worn shoes.
For sale, Meghan's shoes, not worn.
You are. This is the thing that we've learned is that Spencer's right. You are doing great. And part of that is like it's your first time. You're just happy to be on stage and to have some outlet, obviously. The energy is there. It's going somewhere. But also you've got a friend who fucking loves you. Like you have a friend who's like Team Meghan. I don't know if this is still your homie, but like
hooray for bitch.
Hooray for bitch.
At first I thought that said hooray for that bitch. Which would be a good one too. Oh man.
Oh,
on stage. Yep.
that's
right.
true. That's true. Hooray
Yeah.
for bitch. That's amazing. That's my favorite thing. Oh God. How do you feel, Meghan? What are
I'm pretty speechless, to be honest. I haven't seen this set in so long. You know, the friend filming this is the one that put it up on YouTube. And I haven't figured out how to get it off of YouTube yet.
It's under your name too.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah,
she created
I don't
a
have a
YouTube?
YouTube I use, so she put this up, and I was like, "Here it is."
Oh my God,
So-
that's amazing.
She is
Are y'all?
a huge fan.
Yeah,
She loves
Someone
it.
told me I
She loves it.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. she's
Having
really,
one can carry a clip, you know.
yeah.
Oh, sure. Cry. We'll go home, you'll cry and you won't eat that cheeseburger. Another good way to win a breakup? You gotta have some goals, right? I want to go back to school. I want to be a writer. Go for it. Go accomplish those things. Do all those things you want to do. Keep in mind, though, they're going to be having those goals too. And breakups are reward, winning that breakup. So what you need to do, you need to steal their dreams, right? Are you going to date this guy? You want to be an actor.
You are pacing the stage like Chris Rock's Kill the Messenger. Like you just need like a black trench coat.
Yeah.
Bitch.
It's honestly kind of, it's just, I know the material is like, you know, blah, but like,
Yeah.
you know, you really are like, the confidence you have on stage is really impressive. Like, it's hard to believe that like it's your first time ever on stage. Like doing comedy for like 5 years or being a woman scorned, like gives you the energy to just tear it up.
I need it.
Oh, this does feel like you you walked up and you said, "Can I get on stage?" And they were like, "Well, we need to check the list." And then you like threw him out of the way and then got
and just stormed the stage. Yeah. Oh man.
We hang out and talk about space. Oh, the sky's so beautiful. Man, I just want to go to space. I love Star Trek, right? And the Starship Enterprise. I wish Starfleet was real because I want to bring intergalactic peace. He also wanted to be a scuba diver. And he was like, yeah, that's the second best thing to being in space. Being under the water in the ocean. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's some cool shit. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to roll into Wichita State this semester. I'm going to major in space science. I'm going to get my scuba diving certificates. That way, when I'm on Facebook next, it's be a selfie of me in space. Like, fuck you, bitch. I pissed on your dream.
Fuck you, bitch. I piss on your dreams.
I pissed on your dream.
Whoa,
That's merch
yo,
right
I'll be
there.
selling shirts after the show.
I cannot
That's
believe
great.
Awesome.
I cannot believe that you trademarked Teague Hayes' bumper sticker in 2015.
Yeah, I hope this
I pissed on your dream.
Wow.
Amazing. It's amazing. That could also be the
That's
name of the show.
amazing. How to lose a guy in 10 seconds. That is
You know what?
shocking.
There's a double standard here, because if this was a man, if this had been one of you guys doing this set, people would have been scared you're going to shoot up the building.
Yeah,
It's
just
just
it wouldn't be as
messed up.
funny if it were a guy.
No.
Hey, fuck that bitch. I'll piss on her dreams. And everyone's like, dude, we need to call someone. I don't know who, but we need to call someone.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
I love that so much. So much.
You bitch, I pissed on your dream.
God, can we soundboard that? Is that
Yeah,
can we ask that?
I
Absolutely.
pissed on your dreams.
If
Would
that
be a great
legacy lives
soundboard
on,
clip.
anytime something
wonderful.
problematic comes up,
Your dreams.
fuck you, bitch.
That's really great. That makes. I'm
Oh,
really glad that happened. Oh goodness.
that's so good.
I don't give a shit about space. I don't care about space. I don't care about it. I'll moon an alien. Cool. Peace for planet Earth. Go fuck yourself. I'm just here because I'm bitter about a breakup. I'll be flipping him off over the ocean in my next selfie on Facebook. Pissing off some extinct coral reef. Going to fuck the ocean I don't even care about. I'm just here to win a breakup, okay?
Thank God for your friend. Your friend is such a big fan. Your friend either loves you or hates your ex. Like it's one or the
Maybe both.
That's right.
other.
Oh
Spencer,
man.
this is inspiring. If you get to this level in 3 months, you can open for Donnie Baker. I'm gonna keep coming back to that. That makes me happy. 3 months, you got Donnie Baker. That's beautiful. She beat the host to death with her shoes. She had to discard him. Can't bring him onto the show. Can you imagine if you got up there with just bloody heels?
But it's hard. And the thing you gotta keep in mind too is you're not really stable when you go through breakups. You gotta keep yourself in check. See, the first week after he left, I laid around the house watching chick flicks. And my favorite one is Jerry Maguire. Have you guys seen Jerry Maguire? Yeah. It's a great movie, man. It's a great movie. And I'm watching it, and there's that really powerful scene at the end. You know, Jerry makes that mistake. He leaves his wife. He's at that football game. He's like, oh, I left my wife. That was a mistake. He comes back to the house. She's got that divorced women's group going on at the house. And she's like, he walks in. It's a real awkward situation. All these man-haters around. And he's like, it has to happen here. It has to happen here. And he goes through that speech. I need you. I want my life back. I want my life. You complete me. And she's like, shut up. You had me at hello. And I'm watching that and it hits me. That's what he wanted. He wanted me to make a grand gesture of love. That's what he needed. So I'm like, I'm riding over to his house, which at this point is his parents' house. Important to this story.
Oh, this is
I'm like, I'm gonna go make that grand gesture. I'm gonna show him how much I want it back because he didn't really understand when I was hanging on his legs as he walked out the door. So I drive over to my car and I'm looking some DMX. I'm getting my baby back. So I'm driving, cruising around. I get up to that house and now I'm really hyped up. Right? Oh, DMX gonna get you for my dog's out.
Oh man.
Get you for my dog's out.
Nobody
Oh
else
man.
is
Keep it going for that bitch. Oh man. Hooray for bitch. That's right. Hooray for that bitch. Oh man. You had me at piss on your dreams. That is wonderful.
That's so good.
This is a fucking fun first.
Did we lose it? Is that all right? Hold on, wait. Is Ryan frozen? Hold on. I'm gonna try and do it. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Dude, he always looks so stupid. Oh fuck. Oh. I got it. Hold on. Here we go. I got a mic. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. Bringing it in here. Is that pretty good?
That's pretty it.
God, dude, never take him off the screen. Just leave that. This is such a better show.
Hope he never comes back. He's just sitting there.
Oh no!
Wait, can he hear us but he can't move? This is great.
I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. This is perfect.
Can you see us?
Yeah, kinda.
Guys, don't you just love being internet comedians?
Yeah, I love it. This is it. This is what I live for.
I blame Dustin's stupid house.
How you went to the one NASCAR fan we have, and you trust their internet connection? You think that they're
I
going to
know.
have like solid technology? He's got those headphones look like he got them from.
I guess I can try to log out and log back in.
No, I think this is
I can see
great.
if
I
that'll work.
honestly. Can you see the video going?
I don't know. Play the video.
Colby, hit the video. See if it works.
Yeah, I can.
Are you there? And his dad answers. And I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to him. Come in the house, please. And he's like stepping back, because at this point I look like Marina Bob. When I walk in and it's dinner time at the house, keep in mind, the family turns around and they see me, and it's just shock. And I'm so hyped, I'm like, this is it, sink or swim, what are you gonna do? And I don't have anything prepared. So I just decide to recite the monologue from Jerry Maguire. Keeping in mind that it does not parallel with my life whatsoever. So I walk in and I'm like, if it has to happen here, it has to happen here. I want my wife back. Listen, our business today had a very big day. Very big. But it was nowhere in the vicinity of complete because you weren't there. I missed your voice. I missed laughing with you. You complete me. I miss you. I miss my wife. I want my life back. And then I looked him dead in the eyes and I said, we live in a cynical world. And we work in business of tough competitors. Please take me back. And then he looks at me and I'm like, this is it, my baby's coming home. Yeah, what you got on that? He says, shut up. I think you need to go. No, seriously, my mom's getting ready to call the cops. You need to go. And I said, you know what, you're probably right. This is nothing like I thought it was going to turn out to be. I'm really sorry, I'm going to go ahead and go. And his mom's a sweet lady and she's like, you know, let me make you a plate to go, okay, sweetheart? And I said, you know what? No, thank you. I'm on a diet. And I take my shirt off.
Yes,
There it is. There it is.
Hooray for Bill.
Hooray! That's my favorite comment that's ever been on the show. I swear to God, I've never laughed harder at anything in my life than hooray for bitch. Here's the deal. This is so like it's fun to see. Like there's the parts of you. Oh God, he's back. This is the best way that this could happen. You know, you can see parts of you. You can see like there's Meghan in there. There's Meghan in there. But like oh God, from where that is to where you are now, it's like a totally different person. It's like everything is refined, much more level-headed, much
calmer, a little calmer.
I love this is the second time I've seen it. I love it so much more the second time. Fuck you, bitch. Piss on your dreams. It's just, did you write that? Like, did you go on stage with written stuff, or did you just like, okay?
That was all. That was all written and rehearsed, and you know, I delivered it like a monologue, like
carved.
Yeah.
It was like carved in red ink in your joke notebook.
Right, yeah. On my arm beforehand. He's gonna
what am I
see this
coming home. Hey Ryan, look at you.
Ryan, I'm an idiot. I got terrible internet.
All right, you gotta go pee real quick, and then you'll get back to us.
Yes, excuse me, everybody. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. I love, and it's fun because it's still that same vibe that you have, but it's also just aggressively unhinged.
Yeah.
It's like there's no room for laughs at all.
Yeah, when the next set I do after this, like my second set is like Tig Notaro energy, very monotone. It's crazy.
That's
I
fun.
went all over the place before I figured out what I sounded like. It's like,
Yeah. Well, you sound like if this person was like really into Tig Notaro, like that would be how I would define it. It's like my crazy friend going through a breakup who's really loves Maria Bamford and Tig Notaro. Like, God, Colby, can you send me the link? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Don't let him back in.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, Colby, we're taking over the show. It's me, you, and Jake Redpath now. So you don't have that Tig Notaro set? I can't imagine like you chilled.
Do somewhere. I know it's somewhere. I do, and it's a bomb. It was a complete bomb. I brought back another 5 minutes, like a brand new. I was like, oh, I already did one. You just retire your 5 minutes and write a new. Yeah. And it was like the worst. It's a terrible. It's not on the internet, and I would have to find it in like an old message or something to my mom. Check it out.
Oh my God, I would pay a lot of money if you ever find that. We don't have to show it here, but just for
I'll send it to you because it is.
I'm still here, Lori. I'm still here.
Lori, you're here for me.
Your little baby boy's here. Colby Whitmer Duke. Still here.
You would be. Colby Whitmer Duke definitely grew up in St. Joseph, Missouri.
Fucking 4 wheels a lot. Hell yeah.
Colby, what's the second clip you have? I know we've got a
let's do it.
We don't need Ryan.
And I'm out here doing real work, paying real hard work for women, putting my money where their pussy is.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so do you know? Oh my God,
I know this. Okay, this is at Kirby's. This is a music open mic that I was crashing, and I would set up and film. And I don't know if this video is one where people would walk in front of my camera sometimes. So I don't think so on this clip, but it's a music open mic. There's like 5 people in the bar, including there's like 2 audience members, and they're both really drunk. And while I'm doing this set, one of them's this lady starts giving this man a massage in the front row, and he's moaning, just very distracting. So I point it out, and then she goes, oh, you'll see. She jumps on stage and then starts to give me a massage. Then he's giving her a massage. It's like a little massage train getting ran on me. And this is just me trying to work out some jokes at a music open mic. This is
like this turns into like an Eyes Wide Shut style like, production.
In the beginning, you'll hear. I'm pretty sure you can hear him moaning to the massage.
Is this? When is this?
This would have been this might have been 2019. This would have, yeah.
Okay, so this is recent. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Lori, it's a picture of you too. How cute is this? Stop it.
Yeah. Stop it. That's right.
My mom never. If I sent my mom this podcast, she would go, what? No, I'm not.
I already get enough of you. Yeah.
I talk to you once.
Enjoy me while you can, Mom, because I'll probably get kicked out of here again in another 30 seconds. Let's hurry up and do the clip before I get bounced out by the internet.
And I'm out here doing real work, paying real hard work for women, putting my money where their pussy is. Sometimes with my mouth, but only if they ask for it. Are you okay, sir? Is he all right? Are you all right?
You guys want to go talk outside? You guys want to go talk outside?
You can.
That's a massage.
Oh, just you.
No, girl, you want a massage? Girl, that massage feels good.
Hey,
don't do that. Come on, don't do that.
Okay. Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that the lady?
That's the lady.
That's the lady. She got up there quick.
She was ready.
She darted.
She want. Wow.
Oh my god.
I've never understood because like sometimes you'll see people like kind of kissing or making out in like comedy shows or whatever. Like it seems like the least sensual place on earth.
It is like.
And I know that this is a music mic, but I can't imagine that. And like, if anybody's ever been to Kirby's, like it's not a very sexy place.
Ooh, baby. Do you see all those stickers on the wall? Ooh.
Yeah, it's basically that bad kid from Toy Story, like his bedroom. Like that's this place.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And all of the people who go there are his shitty, weird toys. Just a baby with metal spider legs, like in the front row. Yeah.
Yeah, in a Misfits t-shirt. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Gives you a massage. It's nice.
And so she runs up and she's just gonna start touching you. Oh, this is so troubling to me. I would hate this so much.
Yeah.
We should put a trigger warning on this episode for this is aggressive.
Oh, that massage feels good.
Hey,
don't do that.
She almost falls.
Where were we at? Me Too movement?
He gets up there too.
Yeah.
He gets up there so fast. They planned this.
He's rubbing her, she's rubbing me.
That sounds like an Uncle Cracker song.
I've seen The Human Centipede, and this is worse.
Human Centipede 3 live from Kirby's.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God.
So is that somebody about to do something about it? Does anybody come to your rescue?
Yeah.
Where were we at? Me Too movement? Is that what we were talking about?
There he is.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm filming this set. This was good. I was going to send it to a club later and let them know I work all rooms.
Massage to your
Massage right now.
There's no way this has a happy ending.
Yes, bitch. Yeah. It's a good joke. A good joke.
Look how calm I am in it, though.
Yeah,
you're crushing, like being okay with this, which it's
you know, I kept like in my head, I was like, I don't know what to do in this moment. Like I can shrug her off, but like there's not a lot of like.
You
can't shrug her off. She's right there. She'll just get into it. Yeah.
And it's so like, hopefully, I hope that the bar like shines through on this. I really hope
Yeah, I'm glad I'm filming this set. This was good. I was going to send it to a club later and let them know I work all rooms.
Massage to your
The massage train right now. There we go. Thank you.
Massage train.
Massage.
Yeah, freaky right there.
Yeah.
Menage a trois.
Yes. It's a great set.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, let's take it for a chat.
Meghan, we gotta find these people.
Yeah, no, they're around town somewhere.
Call Kirby's. Hey, do you have security? They don't have cameras.
I like the idea that this one dude that we can see sitting there who hasn't like really moved this whole time is the guy that dumped you from the previous clip. It's like, well, she's doing okay, I guess.
She's
She did win the breakup. She did win.
Yeah. Having a menage a trois up there. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's so creepy. That's like the creepiest.
At the beginning of it, where they're moaning and getting into it and yelling out, like everybody in the bar was watching them, and I'm just trying to talk and think maybe they'll focus back. And at some point, I really regret addressing it. I should have just blown through it, because as
Yeah.
soon as I asked her, she was ready to spread that love.
Well, how do you not address it? I mean, it's like
Yeah.
what you said, like everybody's attention in the room is on them. And again, this room is about 3.5 closets big. So like, you know, like what else?
This is 100% like it's you know, and not to shit on Kirby's or whatever. This obviously unfolded very quickly, but like that's like gotta be a bar that's producing something is like, hey, fucking no go on any random person on the stage. Like that could be enough if you like choke slammed off of it like Mankind through the Hell in a Cell. Be like aggressive. It's so crazy that it just like, you know, I've had moments of like people like booing me and like yelling at me, and I've had one lady who like kind of like attacked me, but it felt like she was being a bully. I've never had it like on stage, you know, like in front of people, and that's such a weird dynamic to keep, because you could tell you're a comic in this because like you're trying to like, well, what the fuck do I do? Like, how do I make this funny? But like, there's no way, there's nothing you can do here.
You're exactly right. The whole time Meghan, like her gears are turning, and she's like, what can I do? How can I use this? How can I riff on this? It's just, it's an impossibly weird, shitty situation you're in though.
God.
Man, that's
this
awful.
is not what Wichita is like. This is not my experience.
No, this is not at all.
I've had very fun times in decently fun times in Wichita.
Yeah.
Let's not get carried away. I don't know. 2 out of 3 people on that stage are having a good time. That's not bad. You know, that's a good ratio for a venue the size of a stepchild's bedroom.
Maybe a good ratio for a three-way. I don't know what the ratio is. 3 people.
40% of the people at that bar loved the show.
Yeah, Trickey right there. Menage a trois.
That's Kevin Federline's name.
I'm just saying, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, let's take it for a chat.
Did you say take your pants off?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what I said.
Okay.
Now's not the time to double down. Yeah. These people don't bluff. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, these are not the folks to go all in with.
Oh my God.
Goodness.
Is there more to that, Colby? Does she get away safely? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. God, man, that is, Kirby's also looks like a dungeon, so that adds a certain je ne sais quoi.
Oh man.
Well, I think your last clip is the one that you sent to us. So thank you for being a good sport. Do we have that one pulled up, Colby?
Yeah.
Straight bitch, this is how I smile.
Hold on, wait. I heard a bitch.
Yeah,
I heard a bitch, and I gotta go back. Can you?
Hooray for bitch!
Do I need to set this one up now, or do you watch it and set it?
Whatever you think is best. Do you think we should get context, or do you think we should just go in cold? What do you want us to do?
I'll give you some context. All right, this is a show that I run at a drag bar called Boomerang, and it's comedy and drag, and there's comedians, and then there's drag performers in between. And this was the first time we shifted it. I used to do, it's a late show, but I would bring in like a headliner, and the drag queens were always running late. So sometimes a headliner wouldn't get on stage till 1 a.m. So I was like, all right, I'm going to shift it because the crowd's really hot up front. And this is before the shift. This is one of the last shows. This is before, this is after the shift. So the headliner goes up first so they can have a good set. This is me at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm very wasted. So that's the setup, is I had to wait 4 hours, and it's a fun room. It's a show that I will regularly drink at, where I won't as much on other shows. So
home base.
You look like you're performing in the middle of a roller rink.
It is. That's the it's a drag stage, so they have like a dance floor that they move around a lot on, you know, they have like a whole, and the chairs surround
Yeah.
in the back. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the setup.
So it's
And this is mid-June.
1:30 in the morning, and you're at the end here, and you're wasted, and you're doing stand up. All right,
I got
hell
this
yeah.
by a friend. I didn't, so it's like mid joke, and I didn't remember this set. I was like, oh shit.
This is all a recipe for a perfect video for this show.
Blackout set.
Hey, bitch, and this is how I smile. I got to it through an unopened can of PBR.
Oh, she does have shoes on. Okay, she does have shoes on. It was the first thing I wanted to check where their shoes.
I think the biggest offense of this terminology is when people say, like, liquid courage. You ever heard this? Liquid courage. That's the most offensive thing you can say to me when I'm doing. Because that implies that it might be okay, that it might be good. And that's not the case. Alright, because for every amount of courage you gain from alcohol, you also get equal parts fucked up. What a fucking line to walk in public. Right? What a fucking sad, brittle, scary line. Like a strain of Gary Busey's hair. It's not a weight-bearing line, alright? That's what I'm trying to say.
Did you write this directly after watching Full Metal Jacket? What the heck?
Really, some Sam Kinison energy to me when I'm wasted, all right? So
The bad guy from Ready to Rumble.
ironically talking about like the negative side of drinking while being blackout drunk.
Just fucking
So-
blazed.
Dude, okay, this
Irony
is a
is there.
trope. This is a trope that I think you two will understand. There used to be a comic in Kansas City who did this all the time, but they like got sober. Good, good for them. They needed to get sober. They were sober for like a few months. And then in those few months of being sober, you don't have much to do besides develop material about being sober. And then inevitably you like this, some people don't make it on that train. And then they're like, well, I got all this material. So I got to keep working it. But to see somebody blacked out on stage, like, here's why I'm sober. When I got sober, I started showing up places on time.
Megan, remind me what this is. Is this a gay bar or it's more
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah.
A
So
gay
all these
bar
people.
that does drag shows, and so we it was called Laugh Your Wig Off. Later
Oh,
the name
that's cool.
changed, but like good old punny. And so this is me closing out a show after a night of like drag and
You're just in front of a bunch of LGBTQ drag people, and they're all looking at you like, "Wow, she's been through some adversity."
she's been there. And like this part they do
She
know
is
me,
really.
they're standing there, they're like,
She has a
"Oh, they
cross to bear. She's been through some shit. We need to support her. Her
It's also
parents
people
must
are like
really
falling
not
laugh
approve
off,
of her lifestyle.
Yeah.
It must be really hard for her to be in Wichita.
Yeah. Megan, I don't know if you're in the LGBTQIA community, but you are a stand-up comedy comedian, and I feel like that could fit in now. Nobody likes us either.
Yeah.
This is a reference I don't get.
I don't know what a merkin is either.
You don't know a merkin? A pube wig?
Oh,
A pube wig?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
merkin.
you
an
don't.
old-timey
You don't
thing.
yeah, I know what that is.
Like a wig for listen, I'm sorry that your hair fell off and I have more bad news. Like what I don't Wow.
Or like
Yeah.
a wig to make it look like you have pubes, like you put it under your
Right,
leotard.
right. Like a toupee for your crotch.
Yeah, like you get struck by lightning and then you still want to feel like a man again.
Babe, I can't wear my
Oh,
leggings if I don't have my merkin. I gotta.
Okay, hear me out, guys. It's like Locks of Love, but there's a twist. You can donate your pubic hair. Well,
I think
that
it's
was pretty good.
they use them in movies. I guess they use them in drag too. Maybe this is a thing that I will learn. We got to ask. Put that on the ask column, Colby.
Yeah. Leave a comment. I did one of these and did horribly, like beyond measure. It was
Colby
so
will
bad.
Colby, you understand when Colby did it, he was like on that format of like having people on the road close out a show that didn't start because we were like, it was one of these shows where I'd go to the owner and I'm like, we got to start the show. And they're like, the drag queens aren't here. And I'm like, well, the show was supposed to start an hour ago. And I'm like, drag time, baby. And I'd be like, all right, we're running on drag time. And everybody
drag time, baby.
Okay with it. But yeah, Colby would have been in this spot at 1:30 in the morning. The only people left in the bar are the people that,
Cocks of love.
Yeah.
It was a lot of haggard older gentlemen also.
Yes. Yeah.
And there was a wireless mic and I ran around the whole room.
Dude,
made a lot of people really angry.
God, I love any show that I've done at a gay bar has gone poorly for me as a
really.
Yeah, I think I've done like 2 or 3, and they've all been.
I was being sarcastic. Of course, they've gone bad for you.
Look how nice, look how soft of the chin I have. People like me.
You remind them of the dad that won't accept them. All right.
Oh my God, I've never understood it, but now it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Oh God, I just got to walk in and be like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do stand up tonight. I'm just going to get the mic and be like, I love you and I cherish you
right.
and I accept you how you are. And they're going to be like, yes, bitch. Yeah.
Have any of you 3 done a show in Springfield, Missouri at a gay bar there?
No,
I have not.
If Spencer is still listening to this, he and I did a show there, and I'd performed there a few days. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I think I did like 3 different shows there, and it's a gay bar, and it's like pictures of like naked men on the wall, for like disco balls. For some reason, there's a popcorn machine right next to the stage, but the stage has like a pole. Like it's just very. But like the shows were always so fun. Like they were really a good time. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's not a great story.
Colby, do you have a soundboard for how disappointed I am?
I did you guys used to be a Kansas City show, and I can't remember who ran it off the top of my head, but it was at like Hamburger Mary's maybe. And
was it at Missy B's?
No, Missy B's,
probably.
right. It was at Missy B's, and it was like at 4 p.m. It was like a 4 p.m. show. It was, yeah. I mean, that one also was pretty, like, there wasn't a lot of people at the 4 p.m. show, but
I have my favorite story in comedy about that. But can you put that comment back up there? What was that? Was that from India?
Yeah,
Good morning from India, dude. That's my least favorite
India?
Robin Williams movie. Sucks.
Colby, can you give me something from the soundboard for that last one, please?
Oh, no.
Thank you. Perfect. That's very good.
Good
Steven,
morning
is your
from
favorite Missy B's comedy story about Jeff Nelson?
How could it not be? Have I told it before?
Okay. You should know. Tell the story for sure while I do what Michael Keaton knew I was going to do.
Jesus Christ.
Stop drinking the seltzer. You don't need the seltzer, bitch. You don't need it. Jeff. So you know Jeff. We all love Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Jeff is a crazy. Yeah. He's kind of got
Jeff's
some
great.
of that manic. He's great, and he does that Missy B show, and there's nobody there. There's like 4 comics. There's maybe 4 or 5 people in the audience, and Jeff was doing this Trump joke, and it was the only funny Trump joke at the time. Like he was just talking about how he argued, right, and how he deflected, and he used good examples. It was funny. And so he always asked the shows to be like, is anybody a Trump supporter? And nobody at local comedy shows says yes. Never. They've never said yes. Never. And then he's at Missy B's where nobody will ever say yes. And then he goes, is anybody a Trump supporter? And then 2 hands immediately, like they knew he was going to ask. They were just like they just shot up. And you watch Jeff like, okay. Got to readjust. Okay. oh, well, nobody's ever said yes. And then Jeff, don't make me come, Nelson. This is so right. He goes, the only question he could think to ask is he just goes, oh, okay. Nobody's ever said yes. Why? And the guy stands up, like he stands out of his chair, full attention, and he goes, because I'm the chairman of the Jackson County Republican Party and a proud gay man. And Jeff is like 3 minutes into his 15-minute, very much straight white material set. And so he's like, okay, where do I go from here? And then he just like you just watched him like process and then be like, this is their home. Like, I can't, you got to be careful. And he just like, nope, does nothing. And 15 minutes of pure, unadulterated, just bombing. Oh, it was so good. Welcome back. Do you feel better?
I caught the exact end of the story. It was like perfect timing. Yeah. Yeah. What does he do? there's nothing he can do.
You fail. You just fail.
Yeah.
You just you didn't have time to wash your hands, you big nasty. So Meghan, during a whole pandemic,
we have one more thing. If we want
to. Oh, do we? Do we, Meghan? Do you have time, or do you need to go?
Is it quick?
I got time.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
I don't like that. Yeah.
My name is Meghan Welch, and I have been doing comedy for a year, almost a year.
No.
I was a theater major.
These are always bad.
And I dropped out.
No one has ever been interviewed about stand-up and it had been good.
Isn't that our whole podcast?
That's awesome.
This is great. So
this must be 2016
promo thing they were using for a commercial for the Looney Bin. And I don't I feel like following the last clip, if I say this, people are going to think I have a problem. But this was like after a Saturday Night Late show, and I'm pretty drunk in this clip too. So
you got some liquid courage.
Reassuring thing. It's just the two clips you found. So
did they mean to match you with the logo? You match perfectly with the logo.
That's just what I was wearing. I know. I look,
the Looney Bin red lipstick.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. How should I look? Looney. Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Got it.
And then I went through like a really shitty breakup. You know that female story. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Mainly because my ex said I wasn't funny. And I think it would be funny if I was.
Oh, man. Interviews with people on episodes of Cops have had more dignity.
Oh god!
With the same amount of narcotics. The exact same amount of narcotics.
This is funny.
That happens a lot. So the way I deal with failure is
you're 3 questions in and you're already swaying. This is the worst press conference of all time.
Why is the second question for this advertisement for the club how to deal with failure? Dealing with failure. Oh shit! I'm beside myself. Oh man. All right, let's see it. I can't wait to hear how to deal with failure. Steven and I.
That happens a lot. So the way I deal with failure is depending on the crowd and how bad it's going, I either acknowledge that joke sucking and I try to pull some kind of punch or some kind of laughter out of that acknowledgement, or I completely ignore it. I either acknowledge a joke bombing on stage and then I cry myself to sleep later. That's usually how I deal with it.
I wish this audio of you talking was superimposed with the footage of the people massaging you at Kirby's. Well, you try to riff off of it or you try to ignore it and then you cry yourself to sleep. Drink.
I love how they're asking someone who's not even been doing comedy a year, like all these questions, like I know what the hell I'm doing, like
Absolutely.
How do you deal with failure? I don't know. Right now I've been ignoring it and just pressing through.
Oh, no.
Head down, grinding through it. It is a loop of Meghan laughing. It is a loop.
This is some artistic liberty taking amongst the person editing the video, and it doesn't translate well.
All it shows
I guess it makes sense. It makes sense when you remember that loony bin is a euphemism for a mental hospital. Now it all
You are so happy. You can't imagine this is a year after.
Having a great time. Oh God.
Or some kind of laughter out of how I deal with it and booze. I'm not good socially. I'm not a social person. I have a lot of anxieties and social fears in general, and just as a person, I'm not like a super confident, outgoing kind of person. But I think being on stage and airing out my grievances in the world and the things even just being a mom. I've been talking about that a lot lately, and sometimes I feel like I'm just I'm pushing that out there and I'm finding a way to make things funny. I'm still learning how to make things funny.
It's true.
But that's what comedy is to me. It's taking social norms or taking I don't know, things you observe that that maybe seem normal to some people and pointing out why the hell are we even we do this and this is what society operates under, or it's sometimes there's funny crap about it that maybe you can relate to because this is what
this should have you laughing over it. This should be the edit to it. No, she's funny. She's funny. I promise she's funny.
That's right, Spencer. That's I'm awesome. I hate to be uncomfortable, so now I do it on stage.
I needed a microphone to make more people feel this way. Relate to me. God, I love this. These interviews I'm glad that we did this.
I feel like I'm just airing out my problems and people are laughing at them, which is it's pretty on point with what my therapist does anyway, so. Local comedy is what I would call it's like a grassroots movement. There's, I would say,
we do
at least 20.
This is terrible.
What was that, Stephen?
I said that's because we do everything in fields. It's Wichita. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take
for the record. I heard you the first time.
Oh, I know you did. That's why I said it again, was to get a reaction. I don't need you. I don't need your approval.
Grassroots movement. There's, I would say, at least 20 active local comedians in here in town. And as far as active, I've been doing it for a long time, a lot longer than me, a vast majority of them. I'm kind of on the tail end of this. When I came into this, there was at least 5-6 comedians that have really had started this whole kind of a punk rock style of comedy.
And then a single gunshot.
At the end?
The ones that are active are very passionate and share the same almost fandom of the I guess art. That seems so cheesy to say sometimes. But so it's just a really fun-fueled community where we're all chasing the same dream and we're all kind of helping each other out, which is really dope. So.
Hell yeah, baby!
The
I know what
Looney
I'm
Bin
going to
Comedy Club. Yeah, I know where I'm going Friday and Saturday, 7:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. to see that fucking hooray for bitch.
I'm gonna piss my. Oh my god! I can't believe.
Man.
Why is the funniest thing on this show always somebody's shitty edit? Why is it always?
Yeah.
God, dude, editors make comedy. That's what we need more of. God, that's amazing.
I love this is gonna bring people in. This right here.
Mm-hmm.
They boosted this ad on Facebook, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, they paid money. Like, this needs to go out. We let Eric edit it. Eric's Extreme Video. I love it. The fact that you match perfectly to the sign is going to be like, that's a very, like, I can't describe how serendipitous it is that you would be dressed like the Looney Bin logo. Like that you would, I just want some green. It's superimposed.
They're like, this is sad, but she looks so good on that background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. But you really have, like, you've done, y'all have kind of cultivated a scene there in Wichita. Like, you're kind of the champion now, I would say, of like anybody that comes through. Usually you and I are the two that are like, I always work with you anytime something's in Wichita. But y'all have got like a cool crew of people down there, like people that are really doing it up. Are you, you know, when things get back, what are you expecting as far as like that scene goes? Like, are you expecting them to kind of keep up? Have you talked to them?
It's gonna be weird. You know, a lot of we've lost a lot of comics in the last couple years that have either, you know, moved away or just quit doing it. And you know, during the pandemic, a new scene kind of developed, started doing like their own bar mics and stuff. So it's gonna be, honestly, it's gonna, like, those are gonna have to come together a little bit. I don't know, like that's I want it to get back. I want to get back to like bringing in people and doing all that. But yeah, it's gonna be weird coming back. You know, it's gonna feel like starting over in a lot of ways.
Yeah, so, I think that's what I've heard from a lot of people is that there are like little bitty, you know, riffs and things that people are going to have to navigate post everything getting back. But yeah, it'll be fun to see. Well, I can't wait to get to Wichita. I have got to get out of here. Ryan, do you have anything that you want to add to this? And we'll let Meghan plug whatever she's got.
I was just gonna say, Meghan, thank you for coming on and being such a great sport and having fun with us with those clips. Yeah, the reason I was immediately so excited by that last one is because you're probably the 4th or 5th guest that we've found a clip of them being interviewed about comedy way too soon, and it's always shockingly bad, and so it's, which is exciting for us, but yeah, man, I mean, like, you know, every time I've seen you've been so good. You know, that barrel show that I mentioned, you crushed that night, and you were like not an easy follow by any means, and yeah, you're super great, and thank you for doing the show on a fucking runway.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for doing the show on a NASA launch pad.
Internet comedy's not doing too well. I needed to be knocked down a peg. So
yeah. Before you get back into it, it'll be great. You know what, Meghan? We'll be back in Nebraska City in no time. Watching
hell yeah.
You know, we'll get back to our humble beginnings. We'll be at Hots here soon. The pandemic will be over. We'll be at a strip club in Fayetteville. We're gonna live it up. God, I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Well, Meghan, why don't you tell everybody what you got, where to follow you, what to do, what to know?
Facebook is good. I'm starting to get more active again on my Instagram, but Facebook and TikTok, if you're on TikTok, at Meg Welch, 1212 on TikTok. Follow me there.
Meg Welch
bullshit.
Well, follow her on TikTok. Don't follow Ryan. He doesn't have one. Follow Set to Destroy and send Colby $5. Colby really needs $5. He's been doing this podcast and he could really use the money.
Shut Up and Clap on Thursdays at 8:30.
Shut Up and Clap is on Thursdays. Yes. Also
language.
Colby. So if you think his laugh is perfect, oh boy.
Yes, the Colby Cinematic Universe.
The CCU is coming to a town near you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kiss the subscribe button. We'll spin your mouse later. Have fun. Good night. Goodbye.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Megan.